I had a chance to interview Amber Bristow on our XM show. She blew me away with her passion for growing cranberries. All right, let's go up to Wisconsin, Warren's, Wisconsin. Let's talk to Amber Bristow's. How you doing, Amber?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. How's life in Wisconsin?
It's sunny and beautiful today. It's almost like it's spring. It's so nice.
Okay, if you walked out your front door, how many steps before you walked and found a shack that was selling fireworks and cheese curds?
Ooh, probably about 30 steps.
Yeah. Okay, so you're fairly rural.
Yes, very.
You're on a farm up there, aren't you?
I am. We grow cranberries up here, so it's a lot of fun.
Okay, give everybody a little bit of background of how you got to farming.
Yeah, so I'm a fifth generation cranberry grower here on our family's marsh. We've been around since 1918, and I have grown up here my entire life, obviously. My dad married into the family, and he's been taking things over. And ever since I can remember, I've just been following him around, seeing his little shadow. And I went off to college. I didn't exactly love what I was doing there, and I ended up coming back home because that's where I felt most at home. And ever since then, I still am my dad's shadow. He's teaching me everything he knows. Hopefully one day my husband and I can take over the marsh from him.
Okay, when you went off to college, though, was that your plan? Were you going to come back?
I was about 50-50. I wasn't positive, but deep in my gut, I kind of knew that's what I wanted. I went to school for sports management, so very closely related to ag.
Exactly.
So I still wanted to get that business background at least so I could kind of run the business side of things. But I worked in baseball for a couple of years, and then I was like, no, this isn't for me. I need to be back home. The city life isn't my favorite. So I begged and pleaded with my parents, let me back home. And thankfully they did. So I'm very, very glad for that.
I mean, what's it like to be big into sports and live in Wisconsin where you don't have any good teams?
It's rough, I tell you. My husband is a Chicago sports fan, though, so I think I've got a little better than he does.
Yeah, it doesn't get much worse than that. All right, we'll live off Michael Jordan for a while, but that was about it. It's very cool following you on Instagram because you are actually showing the production of cranberries, which even to a guy like me in farming, really don't know the ins and outs of it. So what was the thoughts behind that? Why did you get on social media? Why are you showing this stuff?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's something that I thought really long and hard about. And I kind of started following a bunch of these women ag farmers on Instagram, and I thought, you don't see this with cranberries. Nobody knows what goes on the other 360 days besides harvest. That's all you see on TV. So I wanted to be the voice and show people what actually goes on throughout the entire year and not just harvest. Because like you said, nobody knows, and it's Wisconsin state crop. We produce over half the world's supply of cranberries, and nobody knows how they're grown or what goes on. So why not me? So I kind of picked it up this winter, and I just ran with it. And it's been a ton of fun, and I've met a lot of really cool people through my Instagram.
Okay, when you harvest your cranberries, where do they go?
We work right with Ocean Spray. So Ocean Spray is a co-op. It's a family-owned co-op, so we're lucky enough to be a part of that, and we've been sending our fruit there for as long as Ocean Spray has been around.
Okay, when we interviewed you on the radio, you said you were going to talk to them about being a sponsor, and honestly, I haven't heard anything from you.
I've been trying so hard. I push their products all the time, but I guess you must need kids or that kind of thing to have them interested, and you need that cute factor, and I must not have that.
I drink it. I drink Ocean Spray cranberry juice. It goes great with vodka.
Thank you. It does.
It actually goes fantastic with vodka.
I agree.
Going back to cranberries, it is a lot more involved than I ever realized because you're right. You're 100% right. All we see is the fun part, right? The harvest. It is truly a year-round job to grow cranberries for us to put in our vodka.
Well, when you put it that way, it is. A lot of farmers will ask us, well, what do you do in your off season? And it's like, well, what off season? We don't have that. Even in the wintertime, we're working 8 to 5 every single day. We always have stuff to do. Even when we don't have stuff to do, we still can find stuff to do. So they need year-round attention. They're very sensitive plants. I can relate to that a little bit. So they just need a lot of attention, a lot of love, and just constant supervision.
Okay. All right. You said you had to relate to that. Are you high maintenance, Amber?
Depends who you ask.
Say
Me?
I was to ask your
I don't
husband.
consider myself. Yes.
Well, it was fun. It's, Emily found you on Instagram, and ever since then, we've been following you. It's incredible. The footage that you have, even to people in agriculture. I can't imagine someone outside of ag seeing your footage and not being amazed. So if somebody wants to find your stuff on social media, where do they go?
Yeah, I'm mostly on Instagram. Just find me at Cranberry Chats. I post on there all the time. I have a lot of stories super early in the morning to in the evening, so I'm sure you can find me there anytime, all day, every day.
Well, Amber, keep it up. You are doing a great job, and it's been a lot of fun to get to know you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This segment has been presented by Golden Harvest.
If you have an interesting or entertaining video or picture and you think the world should see it, then let us know at SharkFarmer.com. While you're there, check out the What the Farm podcast and the one that started it all, the Shark Farmer podcast. Catch me Monday through Friday on Rural Radio Sirius XM, channel 147, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube.